Hi, welcome to the course Awaken Intuition and Self-Actualize. My name is Matt Porter. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and psychotherapist. Been practicing for 20 years in California. I've also taken a number of coaching courses and have taught psychology at the undergraduate level. I have a bunch of different expertise in my private practice and in my psychotherapy practice, including trauma, addiction, mood disorders, and anxiety. But this course is not therapy. This course is considered a coaching course, and you can take this course without being in therapy. It's not intended to be a replacement or a substitute for therapy. It's really more about learning some skills. Now, the basic skills you would be learning in this course are mindfulness awareness practices, which are different practices for just getting into the present moment and being more of an observer, a witness to yourself, to your own reactions, to responses that you have, and to your feelings and emotional responses. So the course, Awaken Intuition and Self-Actualize, follows 4 course modules in sequential order. The first course is Intuitive Resilience. And in Intuitive Resilience, you'll go deep into mindfulness-based skills, such as honing your attentional capacity, getting clear about your intentions, learning to focus, and some basic practices for developing internal resilience, meaning resources that you can draw on and access in order to help you navigate yourself, relationships, and the world. So that's the first course, Intuitive Resilience. It's the foundational course and is definitely recommended for anyone who has not had any mindfulness in their background. But certainly, even if you have mindfulness, this is an applied course, so you'll still learn a bunch of new exercises and practices and get to know yourself, basically, in Intuitive Resilience. The second course is called Intuitive Healing. It's perhaps the one most closely linked to what you might do in therapy. But again, this is not therapy. This is coaching. So the course will take you much deeper into resourcing, which again is accessing and utilizing internal resources inside of yourself, and looking at memories and how we form and hold on to past memories, why some memories seem to just stick in our mind, especially the more negative ones, and some of the effects that those memories can have on our current mind, emotions, and functioning. And so the course also helps you to work through some of your past memories that are hard to let go of, so that you can become more present, more fully aware and aligned with yourself in this present time, and not be taken back by the past, not be held back, not let the past be an obstacle for you. The third course is called Cult Fevers, and this really refers to us as humans. We are social creatures, and we form groups, starting with family units, moving outward as we get older into more, our larger social family, extended family, friends, network, and then into schools and into communities and religious and spiritual organizations and sports and all such things, activities that we'll find ourselves in childhood. And then moving forward into adulthood, where we get to make more conscious choices about what types of groups we participate in, although a lot of the time we just find ourselves in groups. So the course also helps you to look at what are your affiliation, what are your attraction to different groups, different members in groups, looking at different values that you hold and that groups might hold, different norms and values, and really being more conscious about the process of assimilation into groups and acculturation into groups. Becoming part of a group, often we might lose aspects of ourselves while at the same time gaining new experiences and new parts of ourselves. And finally, looking at individuation within groups and how sometimes we may need to separate from groups, or how do we just find our own selves within the groups in which we exist. So that's Cult Fevers. And the final course module is called Self-Actualize. And this course will certainly build upon all of the previous 3 courses and take you further into really looking at your not only values but your principles, the principles that you wish to live by, the principles which aspire you to your higher or greater self, your self-actualized being. And self-actualize also helps you to look at how to implement the principles you've identified, how to integrate them into your self-activities, self-development, your relationships, your work and professional and community activities, and your family and whatnot. So, Awaken Intuition and Self-Actualize is the complete course. I highly recommend that you consider taking the complete course, or at least beginning with the first course, Intuitive Resilience. However, if you're drawn to one of the course modules and you really want to start there, that's totally acceptable as well. Each course does stand alone in and of itself. But if you're taking a course and you realize that perhaps you're missing some elements, you can look back and see the other courses and look at the contents of each course and preview a course lesson, and you can certainly go back and purchase another course. So that's the course, Awaken Intuition and Self-Actualize.